I'll read you out the qualifying results as the safety car lap goes. So we have DJ in first, Kaz in second, Hexor in third, Oh Lord in fourth, Gifter's Eye in fifth, Law in sixth. Alright, I think that might be the start of the GTE AM. Let's just see. Okay, no, Raxa is actually the first one in GTE AM, and yeah, I can't really tell. Right, whatever. You'll find out in the race. You can actually just look over here. So we have Kaz 4. We'll talk about GTE Pro here first. So please show me GTE Pro. Please. Somebody's just overtaken someone. Big lockup over there. So Kaz, Oh Lord, and Valve make up your top 4. No, top 3. And that's it. So 3 pro racers. GTE Pro racers here today. We're gonna go look at the GTE AM standing qualifying results. So Hexor in first, Gift in second, Law in third, Grafon in fourth, Theo in fifth, Raxa, another Raxa, so Pudum in sixth. Pudum. Interesting. Pudum? I think Pudum works better, I'm not gonna lie. Pudum sounds more like it. So Raxa is obviously racing clan of sorts, I guess. I don't really know. Right, I should be on Kaz. I'm gonna be focusing on our front. Actually, I'm gonna go to Valve for the race start. Because with sticking with Valve is actually quite far back. So let's head to J. So we're gonna stick with J for the start, just so we can see what happens in the back. Because I'm sure that there may or may not be some chaos in the back. Let's actually head to, where is Gift? Gift? Law, let's hop on with Law for the start of the race. Actually, I really don't know, I'm kind of indecisive with this. I think Gift would be better to hop on so we can also see the front runners as well, making their starts. Also at the same time, I want to actually focus on the front runners. God, alright. You know what, I'm just gonna put it on, no, wait, J is, Gift. We're just gonna stick with Kaz over here, so it's gonna be a battle between Kaz, in GTE Pro, and Hexor in GTE AM, which doesn't actually matter because, okay, because if Kaz gets overtaken by Hexor, it won't actually matter because it's, GTE AM versus GTE Pro. Not really. They're in their own classes, so Kaz will still stay first in his class, and Hexor will still stay first in his class. He'll just be first overall. But we are coming to the start of the race. Who will it be? Let's see if we get a good reaction time. Seems to be a little gap between the top 3 there. Kaz is now in first, getting ready for the race start. And he stomps on the accelerator and they're off. Gift is trying to get alongside. Looks like pretty good start from everyone. Let's see if any chaos ensues at the back. I'm sure lots of lockups. No. Oh, yeah, a bit of a lockup there. Ooh, Gift getting thrown off the track. Very unlucky for him. I don't know what happened, but he drifted and he got thrown off the track, having to take the inside. Might have gotten a penalty from that. And my game is loading. So, Kaz and Hexor making a good start. Jay is out there in the back, probably not being chased by Gift anymore, because Gift was pushed off by something. Might have been going side by side through that chicane. It's not ideal to go side by side through there. Let's hop over to, he was in second in his class, by the way. Valve is just behind him. So Valve looking for that second place. In GT3, was in for a good second, I think. No, third or second. Ringo was second. And then he went wide because he was looking behind him, so unfortunately for him. Let's see if he can make up for it in this race. It does seem a little gap starting to form. Jay is catching up to Hexor. So while we wait for the battle to heat up between those cool guys over there, I'm gonna head to near the back. So we have people practically bumper to bumper. They are bumper to bumper. Law and UN. UN. Okay, interesting. I just call him TZ. It's easier to say. So TZ. They were bumper to bumper. TZ didn't break as late as Law, and so he's dropped back a bit. Although I think if he broke later than Law, he would have pushed him off the racing line, and that would have been a bit problematic for Law. On Griffon, just hanging around in the background, waiting for them to fight. We can go for an opportunistic move up the inside, maybe, or the outside, who knows. But he is right behind the BMW of TZ. It is Ferrari versus BMW. What can they do? Doesn't look too bad over there, so we're just getting second in the it's Gift. Gift is second in GTE AM, so good stuff from him. I think he deserves better. I mean, overall position, because you know he was kind of pushed off. Ooh, okay. I think he cut the chicane a bit there. Not the chicane. The corner exit. He may have cut that corner as somebody podium goes wide in the background. I must actually figure out. Yeah, put him. There might be something happening in GTE Pro. Let's see. So, Valve and J. Ooh. Hexor is going for a move on Kaz. They keep it clean through the chicane. They are side by side. Kaz has the inside for the next corner. Well, not really, but if he gets back alongside him, he will. But Hexor gets ahead of him, so good from him. I kind of missed it, focusing on Jay and Valve, but their fight is pretty good. Let's head to Kaz and Hexor. So Kaz losing the lead to Hexor doesn't really matter, because it's just overall track position. Hexor is first in his class, and Kaz is first in his class. They are two different classes, GTE Pro and GTE AM. Total. She says total on the side of the car is very cool. So the top four, overall, the top four, have made a bit of a gap to those behind. Little locker from Kaz. He's trying to push it as much as he can to get back past Hexor, because if he gets too close, they could get into a fight. And then Jay can take advantage of that. So all he's hoping for now is to quickly get past him, maybe on the straight if he makes a mistake coming through this long sweeping corner. It sweeps and it sweeps. But it appears as if it won't be this lap, or this first corner where he'll pass him, but Hexor is he was going a little bit defensive in the middle of that straight, but moved back in position. You can see he is safe from the sharp hands, the super fast man of Kaz. Pretty scary, intimidating silver Chevy. Very nice look, I think. His teammate Valve in third in GTE Pro. That is 4th overall, but obviously overall doesn't really matter, it's just track position. But I think, you know, Kaz would want that track position on top of winning for GTE. And since Kruvel hasn't been coming to the 2 races that happened, because there was one that happened before this and he hasn't come now. It's a 2-part race, so 2 races happened the same day. The other one happened a few hours before. I actually don't know the results of that one. I'm assuming Kaz won because he was on pole. So I was the safety car, so I was watching who was on pole. Kaz is really pushing it. He's going to get the slipstream. Could he go for a move? Maybe he could use that slipstream to his advantage coming to the first chicane. He is very close to him. 2 first-place runners fighting it out for on-track position. Only on-track position. Ooh, he goes a little bit wide and Kaz takes the opportunity to go up the inside. Can he hold it though? That Porsche seems pretty good in the straight line. XR is a little bit ahead. I think he might be just a little bit ahead. Kaz brakes quite late. Goes up the inside, gets the move done. XR is trying to switch it back. It is unsuccessful. So he could use the slipstream to maybe try a move coming to the next chicane. Lots of chicanes. I think this track loves chicanes. He could actually try it. He has the opportunity. Kaz is unfazed. He's not going to go defensive. He knows that that wouldn't work. Mighty fine racing we're having here today. There's always good from GTE. It always delivers. There's never usually a dull moment in GTE. Although not too many people racing. Only 10 drivers on track, I think. Yeah, it looks like 10 to me. I'll be honest with you, it looks like 10 to me. So Kaz is trying to pull out a little bit of a lead on Hexor. So Hexor could fight with Jay, and then they will start losing time to Kaz. But Jay is quite far away from Hexor, so I think the best thing to do if Jay catches up to Hexor is to bump draft him down the straights. So then that could catch them both up to Kaz. That would make a 3-way fight for the overall lead, but I would also make Jay a contender for a win. He's a contender for the win as is. He just has to catch up. XR is caught up to Kaz a bit, taking aggressive lines to keep in that slipstream. He'll want that overall position back. I have to always mention his overall position. I mean, you can see they're both first. I don't need to mention that anymore, alright? I'm gonna stop mentioning. So it is the Portuguese driver versus the British driver right now. Portugal versus Britain in GTE. Porsche versus Chevy. The Porsches do get a little oversteery off throttle in the corners. I always notice that. I don't know if these talented boys over here would really feel that. Yeah, okay, I can see the Porsche sliding. Hexor is a Porsche sliding, but it's quite good through the corners if it doesn't slide. So this fight may or may not have calmed down a little bit now, so let's go find something else on the track. We only have 3 GTE Pro drivers, so Valve will be taking up that last position, which will actually give him a podium, so you know what? It's fine. Any close fights on the track? Our closest at the... okay, Hexor are catching a little bit as I think. So it's Theo and UN. Yeah, large gaps between most others. So, Gift was in second. He must have made a mistake somewhere, or was mistaked on, or what I mean is somebody might have made a mistake and hit into him. You know, anything can happen. But he is in third, and he's lost quite a lot of time to Pudum, yes. He's actually fighting with Valve. Okay. Interesting. Let's see how this goes. It's a very nice looking Porsche livery. So we see how this goes. And Valve take the pressure. He is right on him. Valve makes a bit of a mistake. Pudum takes advantage of it, and he gets past him. Valve will have to do everything in his power to keep with him for the straight. Then he'll get that slipstream. Doesn't look like he'll have that opportunity. He is not too far behind, but it doesn't look like he is close enough to try anything close to a move. Unless he really wants to. He wants to dive bomb. People do it. It happens. Valve only with 0.5, so half a second penalty. Pretty good. He's been keeping it clean. Although some people keep it really clean. So, Pudum's plan might be to catch up to Jay and overtake him as well. Could be his plan, I don't really know. But Valve is keeping up with him quite well. Maybe sure Gift wants them to be fighting, if he even knows they're fighting. I don't think he can really see it on his map. But they are fighting, that's for sure. Fighting for position. So it is third place GTE Pro versus second place GTE AM. And these AM guys are definitely GTE Pro level, so I don't know what they're doing in AM. It's fine. They can always change to GTE Pro. But we'd also be losing some AM drivers. Valve is actually almost alongside him. He caught up quite a bit there during that lap. But it doesn't look like it's enough. What can he do? Is the question I always ask. So, Pudum going quite defensive. Valve is quite close. He could just go for a move. They both break pretty late, but it's Valve who breaks later. Pudum gets a wheel spin out of the corner. It's going to slow him down a bit. Valve now has a slipstream. He's right on him. Ooh. Cuts across the track to take offensive. No, defensive. Not offensive. Bruh. Will he go defensive in this corner? Nope. No need. Valve is right on him. Pretty much bumper to bumper at this point. So some very good stuff from the both of them. Valve getting a good line through there. I don't know if he cut the track or not. He does have a 0.75 penalty, just to be specific. But he'll have to make up some good time in this Parabolica section. Parabolica? That's what it's called. You know, who cares? Some people do. Oh, Pudum cuts it. Oh, and he goes off. He almost hits the barrier. Big mistake from Putum. Loses him a lot of time. Very unfortunate. I'm sure that fight would have been very good, but mistakes do happen. And Hexor and Kaz are once again fighting, but before I head back to their fight, I just... oh my god, please game. Just before I head back to their fight, I want to check on Valve just to see what kind of penalty Putum has, if he has a penalty at all. 2.2 5-second penalty. Alright. Let's head to the fight up ahead, and Valve just has a massive lockup in the background. Now all he has to do is focus on the race, not make mistakes, and he'll keep track position as well as P3, which is the only position he can get because there is only 3 pro drivers at the moment. Which is fine. He's still beating the GTE AM drivers, so it still could be considered. It can be, no, not could. It can be. So I wonder what happened here for Hexol to be back right behind Kaz. Kaz might have made a mistake. Because Kaz had a bit of a lead earlier, before he left him to go to Valve, I believe. But he's made a bit of a lead to Hexor again. So can't really tell what's going on right now. We're on lap 11 of 24. Okay, so looks like almost 9 laps to go, or about 9 laps to go. Yeah, I'd say that's 9 laps to go. Now it should be 9 laps to go. So obviously you still have to do lap 20, you know. You don't just go on lap 19 and you cross the line, you're on lap 20 and the race is over. You still got to do lap 20, so it's considered 9 more laps. I like that little system. Very cool, very nice. So while these two battle on, I'll see if there's anything closer. So Valve. So nothing happening. Everyone is very spread out at the back, apart from Law and Gift. But Putum is quite close to Valve right now. You can see them fighting in the background. He's actually quite close to Valve. Let's go check. He's going to try a move. In fact, he must have broken very late to be that close. But I don't really want to be missing what's happening up there. They look, you know, they're close, but they're not that close. They're not close compared to Putum and Valve. So let's see what can happen. Will Putum force a mistake out of Valve? He's gonna try it up the inside. He backs out just in the last moment. That could have been catastrophic. Ooh. Putum gets very shaky. He goes wide. After cutting the corner, he's gonna get a big penalty from that. So bad for him. He's still right on Valve. Trying to keep as close as he can. But Jay was going very, very slow. As Putum just takes us inside. But Jay was going slow for a second there, and has lost quite a lot of time. Could he be in this fight for third? Here he goes. Nope, just a little bit of lockups, just some smoke. He's gonna try the switchback. Ooh. Gets right back into that slipstream. You can see he wants this place. He wants it now. If it isn't now, it isn't going to be later. Pretty sure putting is mandatory. I don't know. Putum is going to try it around the outside. He has the slingshot. He's going to brake very late. There's a bit of contact. And Valve taps Putum's rear. And he slides off, cuts the corner, but he stays ahead. He's going to gain some penalty time for that. Either Jay was going very slow and made a mistake, or I'm completely insane. I don't really know. I'm pretty positive Jay wasn't that far, or was quite far away from the Valve and Put 'em fight, so if he makes another mistake, it could be a fight for third in GTE Pro. Or fight for second, not fight for third. Why would I say third? Oh my god. Oh, it's all tumbling down. He goes wide again. Okay. I think he doesn't like track limits. I wouldn't like track limits either. They can be a bit annoying sometimes. Valve is going to try and capitalize, but he didn't have enough speed. Yeah, pass him that time. Put 'em goes a little wide. Valve takes the inside. There's a bit of rubbing. It's all good. Valve has the inside coming to the next corner. And Put 'em might have the acceleration advantage. He is getting slowly. He is gaining a lead slowly. Because that Porsche is quite good in a straight line. But it's now going to be a braking race, and Put 'em stays ahead. So some good racing between these two. You know, somewhat clean. Clean enough. It'll do. 7 laps to go. There's probably whoa. Okay. Let's check on the battle in first real quick. Oh. Alright, there is no battle currently because Hexor is in first right now, so he's getting quite a bit of a lead on Kaz throughout that fight with following Put 'em and Valve. So I missed that, but disappointed. That was probably quite a good fight. Whatever. It's fine. I miss things. I can't see everything. Ooh, Put 'em goes very wide again. And Valve is going to really capitalize from this. Valve cuts the corner a bit. He can afford to because of the penalty Put 'em has. He goes wide. It's going to earn him a penalty, I'm sure of it. It does not, but he is right behind Put 'em. Should not be trying a move because of Put 'em straight line advantage. So he should just be sticking behind him and then going for a move at the last minute. But it is obviously a race between who can brake later coming to the first chicane. Because Valve does have the slipstream, but he's going to get a slingshot. Let's see. It's going to be close. Bit of a lockup from both of them. Put 'em having the bigger lockup. He doesn't get the best of lines, so Valve is still right behind him. They're lighting a fire with this fight. Bumper to bumper. Valve is... He's looking. It's not going to be enough. Can't just send a dive bomb. But he is trying to brake as late as he can. Ooh, he cuts the chicane. The last part of the chicane. They're going to be... Might not add to his penalty time. It doesn't. Yeah, that's fine. Looks like he cut the chicane. I think the Forza track limits are being nice today, which is extremely rare because they're usually very mean, unfair, and annoying. Here in the pits, so may or may not be our first driver to pit. If he is, so Theo, first driver to pit. He's just finished his pit stop. He's now going out. Should be out any moment. Valve going a bit wide. And the Parabolica. Gotta be the Parabolica. If it isn't, no. Oh no. No, how about I just search it on Google? Parabolica. You're joking, mate. Alright, so Parabolica is the last corner. Why am I... Oh yeah, right, everyone's putting. Okay, so... And, who's ahead of Put 'em? Wait, that's just Put 'em. Kaz is gonna try and overcut, I think. So let's focus on our pitters here. Anyway, sorry about that. Parabolica is not, in fact, that that last chicane. It is it's the last corner. Great. Okay, that is Ascari. No, Ascari is... Yeah, that's Ascari. Alright, so the Ascari chicane is the one where lots of drivers like to not respect track limits. Parabolica is that last corner. The rest I do not care about. Only Ascari and Parabolica, which I've gotten Parabolica horribly wrong, and nobody has pointed it out. Probably because they don't know. It's not something you really have to know. But we have a fight between Law, who has not pitted yet, who is on old tires, and Hexor. He's going to be holding up Hexor quite a bit. So could this be potential track position overtake? Could the overcut work? We have somebody going very wide in the background. Who was that? That was Jay. All right, that was Jay. Exor is still trying to do it. Law is really holding him up, and Kaz has not pitted yet, so he's trying to extend it as much as possible. Don't think he knows that Law is holding up Hexor at all. So, you know, he could just be hoping more than anything right now. But Hexor eventually overtakes Law, and I think he's going to head into the pits now. Takes quite the inside line, and he heads into the pits. Now Hexor has free air to catch up to Kaz. All Kaz has to do is put this lap. You should put this lap. It's literally almost the end of the race. 4 laps to go. Oh yeah, and Hexor is not first anymore, because whoever is ahead of him hasn't pitted yet. Who's that? No, Puddum. Okay, Puddum is ahead of him. Fellow Raxa. Fellow Raxa person. Yeah, whatever. So, ooh. Bit of a bad corner entry. There's Jay in the background. Don't know if he has pitted yet. I haven't been checking, but we have another GTE AM driver pitting. Who is that? That is UN. And let's see if Kaz is going to pit. He's on very old tires now, and he won't leave much room. Yeah, okay, he's pitting now. This is going to be close, I think. But Puddum was... No, we're not talking about Puddum, we're talking about Hexor. Hexor was held up a bit by Law in the BMW. So it is all up to him. I'm sure he saw the little notification pop up that Kaz has pitted, and he is rounding the final corner. He will have a much better speed advantage, and I think he is going to retake the lead. Yes, he is. Okay. No, is he? I cannot tell. This is going to be really close. Kaz actually stayed ahead. Alright, but he's going to get quite the run up to Kaz. Kaz has cold tires, so he could take advantage, but Law actually helping Kaz quite a bit. He's going to go for the switchback, and it's going to work. So this fight could really heat up. Excited to see there isn't much room left to really get that lead. Only 2.5 laps to go. About 2.5. It really just... Ooh, Kaz on those cold tires going a little wide. Losing him some time, so Exor's undercut might have worked. Let's head to our GTE Pros. Let's just hop on with Kaz real quick. I need to see who's done the fastest lap. Race stats. Kaz has done the fastest lap of 148.091. Alright, and he also has the fastest top speed, or the highest top speed, not the fastest. Sorry about that. So, Hexor has a 1.250 penalty, And Kaz has a... Tell me. What? Kaz has a 1 second penalty, so if he stays within 2/10 of Hexor by the end, he will win on track position. He will win overall. That is what they're fighting for. Interesting livery by Hexor. He doesn't even have a number or any sponsoring. So he'll have to get that done. I think it was just a rush livery. Though he could have done a livery before this race, because he would have had quite a lot of time. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It is a race for the track position, because they are both first. 2 first places fighting for first. So we'll have first, and first. 2 different firsts. Hexor is pulling a bit of a lead on Kaz, so it may or may not be over for Kaz, because obviously you don't know. Anything, literally anything could happen. So this is going to be a very, very good last lap, I'm sure. Because Kaz is going to need to stay within 2/10 to win overall. Let's see, he's quite far away as is. So Hexor will have to make a mistake. So they are both pretty equal on pace with each other. They all have good pace and bad pace sometimes. And, it's not particularly consistent, but they are both very fast. Hexor being new here, I'm pretty sure this is his first, second race, because there was 2 GTE races happening today. I'm just streaming this one, because I always stream the 9 o'clock my time races. So if Hexor can just keep this together, he can take a win. Now I need to actually check the Purpose Racing Discord to see who actually won in the first race, because I don't know. Okay, so looks like I'm just reading the chat, so Hruval missed the race. Unfortunate for him. He's a fast man. I think he could have won this race very easily if he was there, so I think he's just being nice. He's giving a chance to the other drivers to win some races, you feel me? So I'm gonna go back a bit to see if I can find who won the first race today. Happened around 6 o'clock my time, I think. Yeah, 6 o'clock my time. So event results, is that lap times? 7:19. So it looks like for the first race, here we go. I'm focusing too much on the other stuff. Hexor takes his first race win. Good stuff from him. And Kaz also takes a race win, because they were both winning. His fellow Raxa teammate, I guess you could call it, comes in second, and I need to get to the pro drivers. Valve actually taking second in the GTE Pro class, so good stuff from him. I don't know if Jay made a mistake, but he's gonna go very slow to the line. Fortunate for him, he was doing pretty well. Gift takes third. Good stuff from Gift. Go Gift. It is now Law who heroically held up our race winner. Oh, he's gonna try a fancy move and he hits the wall instead. That's alright. It happens to the best of us. But anyway, he valiantly or heroically held up our race winner. Fortunately, it didn't work. It worked enough, I guess, but Kaz was on new cold tires. And TZ takes 6th in his class. And Theo finishes off the drivers with 7th. So yeah, nice stuff from absolutely everyone. Very good racing, never disappointing from GTE.